The Eastern and Oriental, the E&O, is more than just a hotel. Founded in 1885, it is a beacon of Penang, a cherished landmark of Malaysia, and one of Southeast Asia's most iconic treasures. This seafront destination connects the colonial history of the Malacca Straits with a vibrant outlook for a new travel era. A place where suites are dedicated to Coward and Kipling, where Crazy Rich Asians filmed its opening scene, and where classic cocktails and contemporary cuisines marry Malaysia's diverse heritage and its unfolding aspirations for the future. Above all, the E&O, which was founded by three Armenian brothers, showcases the very best of an international Malaysia, where tropical panoramas and multicultural hospitality welcome guests from across Asia and around the world.
We all embrace the culture and the history that surrounds us, and we're very aware of the two different experiences of both the wings of the hotel. But I think what gave us an opportunity to really sort of immerse ourselves, I suppose, even more was when we were doing the renovation. We added in little hints of heritage and reminders of where we'd come from within perhaps uniforms. The sarong of the receptionist next door has a design that incorporates the wrought iron work outside the building, as example. The fact on both wings we have doormen that wear their khaki shorts and their original colonial outfits with pith helmets, that really also immediately shows off the history and the heritage of the property. And I think everyone is very proud of it as well. You know, it stands as a beacon for Penang. So. It has been a leader in many respects, but a preferred venue for many society, annual ball, and different events. So in terms of the profile of clients that have stayed here even prior to COVID, would very much have been the type of people who effectively enjoy coming to such a property and attending such functions. We've concentrated tremendously over the last couple of years on the domestic business because we didn't have any foreigners. And yet when we've been able to, the community absolutely loves to come out and enjoy sort of wonderful, great big events. So the profile hasn't changed that much. It's just we haven't seen foreigners come back, and soon will. So, yeah. Before I came to be the custodian of this property, you know, I've heard unbelievable stories of some of the clients that used to stay here, whether they be leading politicians, celebrities, famous writers, poets over the years. But one such set of clients who are very close to my heart, being British, are the British royalty who came to stay in 2017, Prince Charles and Camilla. And I was actually elsewhere in Penang at the time, but I also got to meet them. But they stayed in the E&O. And I know that from hearing from the staff how honoured they were to have such important clients staying. But then also they've had many celebrities and other leading politicians like Sultan of Brunei is one of the major clients that has frequented the E&O over the years, Lee Kuan Yew, and then you've got celebrities such as, you know, Dame Julie Walters, who stayed here for 5 weeks on 2 separate occasions when she was filming here in Penang. So an assortment of colourful and important clients for the hotel. Perhaps what was really achieved was better use of spaces. It was important to keep the original heartbeat of the property, which was successfully done. But certain areas were remodeled, shall I say, to become more suitable for business in the current climate that was pre-COVID. So for instance, the bar has completely moved to a different location, even though it's still called Farquhar's Bar. We had one area that had one outlet that was enormous, that has now been sort of almost like chopped up into 3, so that it can be used as separate outlets. So it was a sensible move as far as interior design was concerned and architecturally, but definitely the original heartbeat has been kept. From my understanding, from what I'd seen in years gone by, it was very much sort of like a pub type of feel. And believe me, many people love that. But I think with the level of restoration that we were doing and renovation, we wanted to perhaps lean towards more of a vintage cocktail bar. And we wanted to improve upon the offerings. So that married itself very well. And with the new interior soft furnishings that were put in, we were able to achieve that quite nicely in a different setting. Extremely lucky with the assistance we had in the interior design for many of the spaces. We reused, replaced, shall I say, original paintings, photographs that we already had. Certainly didn't dispose of them, but we needed new, fresh artwork that would also be very much in line and in keeping with the times of when the hotel first opened. So each space was individually curated, as it were, to offer the best. Well, I mean, the hotel is a joy to work in, and I'm so honoured to be the GM. But I suppose, you know, even just being in Planters here on the 6th floor with the most glorious views, I'm staggered by it every time I walk in. But I love the writer suites, the 4 writer suites that we have in the Heritage Wing. They have been so carefully crafted with their own very much personal identity, and very cleverly done to entice people, I suppose, from all over who are very keen, either writers or people that want to embrace the writers or poets that used to stay here. And the suites just cry out for people who like to read and like a little bit of tranquility. Well, a hotel like the E&O is very lucky in many respects because we're something for everyone. We have a lot of leisure clients, and so we certainly were able to look after a lot of domestic clientele, and that predominantly would be around weekends, of course. But on the other hand, we have a lot of business clientele coming in, whether it be corporate or government related. And so we've been able to balance our business with all different types of segments. Not every hotel has that opportunity, so we realise that we've been quite lucky as far as that's concerned. That's kept our occupancies quite buoyant. But you know, we've suffered also tremendously, so we just try to balance our business as we move forward.